If we then take a closer look at high pressure water mist, some of the advantages is, as mentioned, that this is a very effective way to combat fires, as it is working on both elements, the heat and the oxygen. And you know, the water that is being sprayed is turning into a mist due to the high pressure at the nozzles, and it means that it will have a much higher cooling effect, up to 7 times higher than that compared to normal sprinklers. So when you extinguish the fire is typically happening much faster. And on top of this, on top of the cooling effect, the high pressure water mist also blocks the oxygen around the fire, like almost like a carpet. So the fire cannot get any oxygen, and therefore is extinguished. Yes. So therefore, it's a very effective way to turn out a fire. If we move ahead, another benefit is that you need much less water to actually extinguish fires. In some cases, up to 90% less water, because it's so effective and because it's turned into a mist. So this also means that when you have less water, you also have less damage afterwards, meaning also your reconstruction of your building will typically be faster as there is less damage. In some cases, even if we are talking about traditional firefighting systems that pours out a lot of water, the reconstruction can be, I mean, much larger or much more costly than the damages by the fire itself. But this is not normally the case for high pressure water mist, due to the very low amount of water used. Yes, and if you take the next slide, yes. So as less water is needed, also smaller water tanks are needed, and fewer tanks. And if we look at, for instance, our piping, well, piping is smaller. Again, less water is needed. Piping does not need to be very big in size. And there are also other components where you can save money. And in total, it just makes it or gives it a good or attractive capex. Actually, we have one case study coming up, our second case study that you will see a bit later. Here we are also diving into this capex topic. Yeah, stay tuned. We have a very nice example for you there, how our customer was able to make a very efficient firefighting system, but also making it very attractive on the capex side. Again, very little water is used, as mentioned. That means also smaller water tanks are needed. And in this case, if you look on the drawing here on the left, if we're talking about a high-rise building, you don't need water tanks or pump units going up on the different floors in that building, and you don't need a big water reservoir on the top of your building. And all in all, this just means that this space that you would normally use for water tanks and for the firefighting system, you can free that up and use for other purposes. And in some cases, this can be very attractive to end customers.